Hey guys, welcome back to The Last Door episode. Well, it is episode 4 of the game, not the series. Hopefully this will be the final episode of the series. So, in the last episode, we started up the final. I'm just gonna call these chapters from now on because I keep getting confused with episodes because I call my videos episodes. So, I did kind of have to Google a little bit because I was confused. But I have to go back in here, since we dipped this in deer blood and it's all red now. I still question why. But we have to put this back in here. And now, it is red. My guess is we have to do the whole thing with the picture stuff. So first, 1 ounce of vitriol solution. Oil has caused a strong acidic reaction. And then 5 to 6 drops of cyanide. All that remains is to rinse the plate. And there we go. An image is appearing. It's a photograph of Anthony and Alexander. You piece of shit! I hate you! I just drew the paper in case you didn't hear that.
Let them know how you freaked out everybody in your family. Well, you never know. She may start.
I need that paperback. It has the cuckoo clock scene on it. Oh my god. I was not expecting any of that, as you could probably tell by the scream. Oh my god. I'm gonna show this picture to Alexander. See if. Oh god. For those of you wondering, I might have cut it out, or maybe not, but I freaked out my family. Okay, I'm feeling better. I've calmed down. Let's get on with the story. Alexander, do you recognize this photograph? Take a look. It is you and our old friend Anthony. And there's someone else buried in the background. Who's this third figure? Does he mean something to you? The bird awaits. Piece of clockwork. Hand. There! Now we just need to put this onto the grandfather clock. I've put the clock in its hand. I only need to set the clock to the correct time. Which is 1/4 past. That took way too long. I misunderstood something. He's going crazy. The bird has burst out at the stroke. Now its beak is open. There was a king inside the bird. Aha! I think that might be for the basement. God damn it, my heart is already... You asshole crows! Dusty carpet of invasion origin. How do you know that? Mold and dust cover the portrait, making the subject indistinguishable. This piece of fine furniture has several drawers. Inside this one is a gardener's shovel. I think I know what needs to be done. We have the shovel. Now we just need to dig up the grave. The lock is very rusted, almost shattered. Did you? The remains of a humanoid body, but with a grotesque animal aspect. Maybe a small ape? It has a collar with some engraved words on it. Old Mike. Beside the corpse there's a paper leaf. Dear Alexander, undoubtedly your methods are definitely stronger than mine. How do you manage to get results with such alacrity? On another note, my epiphany with the treatise of alchemy was not accidental. When examining the text closer, I've come to the conclusion that for a time, Raymundus Lully sought the same thing as we did. In his account, he describes a formula that he calls Hoopoe. Yes, like the legendary bird. It closely resembles the serum which we have worked so far, except for minor differences. It's a pity that you tell me about old Mike. I hope he gets better soon. He didn't. We didn't kiskiat. Skeletal fingers of the creature clutching a rolled up canvas. It's a map of the stars. It's some kind of navigation map. Several constellations are marked. Deneb, Altair, Vega, and the Summer Triangle. Oh god, that sounds like Alexander. Alex? Are you okay? Alexander! What Alexander? Where is... Some diary pages on the wheelchair. The paper is ripped apart as if someone had stripped it off the book hastily. October 31st, 1891. I'm writing this in the light of my desk lamp, hoping to be able to remember it all when the birds finally sing and the sun's blessing dispels the dark shadows of the mind. During the whole afternoon, a strong wind hit the valley, so strong that it has cracked the larger branch of the old oak in the garden. I find it hard to get sleep during these nights, so I read a lot while accompanying the professor. I don't really know when exactly I fell asleep. I was awakened by the chill of the night, which was seeping through the open window. I looked outside and I saw him. The professor was miraculously awake. What was my joy to see him standing on the balcony, watching the valley with a true serene expression, enjoying the fresh and calm air right after the storm. I felt that a blessing had fallen upon this house, and for a moment I felt immensely happy. I stared at him for a while without saying anything, being afraid of dispelling a vision I hadn't believed possible for a long time. And then, in the midst of the silence, I heard a sound that froze me in my seat and snatched all my calmness with such a terrible chill that I will never forget. A loud noise beside me, low-pitched as the drag of a slab. Mr. Alexander's snore, who was pleasantly sleeping in his bed. I've already made a decision. I'll leave this house. Alexander? A statue. It's holding something. It's a lens, mounted in a metal ring. Okay. So what now? What? Where'd he go? I thought I was expecting to see his corpse there. Alexander? What was that? Alex? A book written in a language unknown to me. There's a scrawled annotation written in English on one of the margins. This, and no other, is the function of the serum we manufactured at the boarding school when we were young. It is something that we didn't understand at the time. To accompany the mind to the proscenium of the big theater, and there, help us to look behind the curtain that separate the world of men from the land of the truth. To look, I say, if anything, to apprehend an image of what lives there. Just that. Will the Hoopoe allow us to raise the curtain enough to walk off the stage and go beyond? A huge cage full of leftovers and dirt. Animals have been captive here. Were you experimenting on animals? Is that why there's a monkey in the grave? Innumerable jaws full of murky objects suspended in formaldehyde. Jaws and test tubes. Everything is soaked in chemical residues, and the air is filled with the smell of vinegar. A bunch of dust-covered beakers with repulsive liquids. Few of them have developed fungi inside. Alex? There's a dark hole in the center of the room. It delves into the depths of the earth far beyond what I can see. A wooden secretary desk, beautifully carved. The flip top has no knob or lock, just some strange symbols. Suppose what that is for. Hang on, the crystal fits perfectly in the telescope. There we go. No, I don't think that's... No, there's not the triangle. Can I leave? Altair Deneb Vega. Altair Vega Deneb. Altair Deneb Vega. Wait. Okay, it's definitely this one. There we go. Correct. This is the Summer Triangle. So now I think I'm supposed to... Oh boy. Okay, this is another thing we're gonna have to write down. Not sure if I'm really writing them correctly, but it at least gives me the basic shape. There we go. There's a small cabinet with 2 slots for syringes. Only one of them remains. A voice again. It comes from the bottom of the pit. Let's drop down. Climb. Alexander! Alexander! This is what you asked me to search for, is it not, Alexander? Am I right? The last door. Xylitol. The last door. We can cross together. What should I do? I am waiting for you. Here, in the mist. It's nearby. I can hear it. What is nearby? What do you hear? I hear the beating of its wings. It knows we are afraid. I'm ready. Sit down. Do you think that we will find any clue here about the Vit's whereabouts? The police must have taken almost everything, but we have no other leads to pursue. Hopefully they have overlooked something. It's Anthony's. What about this room? There was a sealed letter between this table and the wall. It looks like Herr Beechwood never sent it. I think it is best that you read it. Dearest Alexander, please, you must reflect on this. We do not yet know what we are dealing with. If you were to open the door, it may stay that way. An open way for whatever lives on the other side. Bitte den nicht gescared. Huh? Back in the fog. I didn't want to come back to the fog. I hate the fog. Oh, I could have just held it down this whole damn time. I'm an idiot. The adventure continues in season 2. We have some extras. Let's check out the extras. Morgue. Are these small little stories? No, they are actual extras. I've actually been going on for quite a while. So, tell you what, I'll make an extras video for this. Till then, this is the Gamer Girl signing off. Bye bye.